oh, look, she stole him from her. I don't even know why he married her. Doesn't she have a personality of her own? She's copying her every move. I am dying to see them get a divorce.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo.
Now, if you are a young person on the internet, like I am, you have probably gotten a whiff of the Hailey Bieber versus Selena Gomez drama, a fabricated drama. Now, supposedly, these two super beautiful, super successful, talented young women have been in a feud ever since Justin Bieber married Hailey Baldwin in 2018. A telepathic and silent feud, apparently, because none of these two women have ever publicly stated anything negative about one another to make people believe that they dislike one another. In fact, they've been telling the entire world to leave them alone and to be kind to one another. But the internet and gossiping fans and spectators in the media just cannot let this shit go. The drama is everywhere, and it's been months. I feel like I'm already late to this conversation since I've been procrastinating filming this video for over a month, but it's still going on. And like any good conspiracy, people are digging up any little tiny pebble of evidence, supposed evidence, to back up their claim that Hailey Bieber is obsessed with Selena Gomez and trying to ruin her life.
Let's not forget that this still happened. Hailey has been seeking out and stalking Selena's 4 regular friends.
What the fuck is this? Is a couple days apart.
This bitch is evil. Hailey Bieber posted this photo tonight saying hugging this little girl extra tight.
Proof that Hailey Baldwin copies everything Selena does.
Now, I didn't want to partake in this stupid and absolutely brain-rotting conversation and give it even more space on the internet than it already has. But then one of you pointed out to me that this whole drama is a pretty good reflection of our society's misogynistic tendencies. Pinning women against one another seems to be like society's favorite thing to do. We've been doing this for ages. Making up gossip about female celebrities and literally thriving on putting them down, shaming them, blaming them, making them the root of all evil. Just look at like what they did to Britney, to Megan, to Yoko Ono, and now we have Hailey and Selena. And sure, men get shamed and ridiculed in the media too, but rarely to this extent, and usually not for dumbass things like, oh, look, she stole him from her. I don't even know why he married her. Doesn't she have a personality of her own? She's copying her every move. I am dying to see them get a divorce.
Not only that, but a lot of people are also speculating that Justin regrets marrying Hailey, and Justin's fans are now flooding his socials, telling him he needs to file for divorce. Justin, we freed Britney. We could free you too, one fan commented. And another fan wrote, marriage didn't solve your problems, but divorce might.
To find out why people love making up stories about strangers, we need to find out how gossiping works.
You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
According to the British psychologist Robin Dunbar, social gossip dominates human grooming, aka the human version of picking off parasites off one another's backs and eating them. Gossiping occupies around 2/3 of freely formed conversation. Experiments show that talking about others fosters closer ties between gossips. A team led by University of Oklahoma social psychologist Jennifer Bosson studied what happens when 2 people share feelings about a third person. The participants, when asked, were sure that sharing positive information would bring them closer to the person they're sharing the information with. But in fact, sharing negative attitudes did the trick. Researchers presume that talking smack about other people kind of establishes boundaries between us and them, and therefore makes us feel better about ourselves and like we are better than them. Plus, saying something negative is much more risky and therefore more thrilling than saying something positive about somebody. So when people make up shit about Selena or Hailey, it's not because they want to support their favorite gal or bring light to the truth, but rather because it gives them a sense of superiority and community with other people who dislike either of these women too. But then again, coming back to the question, why do we mainly gossip about women? I still think that misogyny is to blame, but I think it's a little more complex than I thought.
She just looks so basic. That's her only problem. She looks like every other bitch.
I first asked myself, why are women always the center, or mostly the center of gossip in the media? And what immediately came to my mind 2 seconds later was, well, women are also the ones gossiping the most and consuming gossip the most in media. Tanya Reynolds, a doctoral student in FSU's Department of Psychology, found adult women often use the same gossiping techniques as adolescent girls to tarnish another woman's reputation and try to gain an advantage in romantic relationships. It's consequential because a woman's reputation still predicts her access to romantic partners, friendships, or professional collaborations. And this research shows gossip can substantially shift social perceptions. People tend to give more weight to negative personal information because they consider it a truer indication of a person's character than positive details. That's so interesting, isn't it? I for sure have made myself guilty of this too. As women, I feel like we are so used to fighting dirty to get to the top because there's so little women in power positions as leaders or CEOs that we feel like in order to get there, to reach a certain career goal, we have to put all other women down. There's only one spot at the top, and we all want it, so you bet yourself I'm gonna get my claws out. I feel like that's why women compare themselves so much to other women. Go into any women's locker room in the gym. If you're a man, obviously don't. But if you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about. It's not like I'm standing there thinking to myself, oh, I need to look better than all of these bitches because I want to attract the most males. But I do compare my looks. I compare the way I talk, walk, sit. Am I a dog? But you get what I'm saying, right? When a woman compliments me on something, I take it 10 times more serious than when a man does. Same goes for criticism oftentimes because it immediately ranks me in comparison to all of my other competitors. Women can really be one another's worst enemies. When you look at how teenage girls fight, you will see a lot of emotional gaslighting and group forming. We gather friends to collectively exclude the ones we dislike. Because through a common enemy, we form closer bonds with our allies. That's how any war works. In the end, it doesn't even matter anymore who started it, what the truth is, who really is the bad guy. All that matters is to come out on top and walk away as the winner. In Hailey's and Selena's case, though, this war is fought by fans and online spectators who always want to outdo the other side. And because of the internet and social media, we feel so close to these celebrities and maybe even influencers, and this sense of intimacy makes us lose all relation to reality.
Ooh, what does this button do? Please, please, do not push the button. You have no idea what it...
We feel like we know these people. We know who's good and who's bad. And in the case of Hailey and Selena, the internet has decided that Hailey is bad and Selena is good. But let's not forget, none of us know the full story. And none of as should. These people are still humans. They have their own shit going on, and speculation and causing drama is making their lives even harder than they have to be. Don't you think that they are tired of hearing the same old allegations over and over again? Wouldn't you be? How rude of you to assume something about a stranger's personal life without any evidence to back up your claims. This type of gossip is hurtful and dangerous even because it opens up these celebrities and influencers and people in the public eye to violence, mental and also physical violence. You never know what these dumbass people do out on the street because they think they've determined for themselves that Hailey Bieber needs to be eradicated. She needs to be deleted from the earth. But coming back to the topic of misogyny, if women are the ones primarily producing gossip and spreading it, how can that be misogynistic? Misogyny may be distinguished from the closely related word sexism, which signifies discrimination based on sex, although it most frequently refers to discrimination against women, and also carries the meaning behavior, conditions, or attitudes that foster stereotypes of social roles based on sex. Misogyny refers specifically to a hatred of women. Women grow up in the same society as men. We are all being taught similar values, even if we grow up in different parts of the world, in different neighborhoods, if we're being raised by different kinds of parents in different cultures. We all learn the same type of stuff when we go to school or when we meet with peers, when we watch TV. Women can therefore carry internalized misogyny just as much as men can and be perpetrators themselves. I might be a feminist, but I might also spread rumors about my colleague because I want to look better in front of my employer. Do all of these TikTokers and gossipers on the internet have bad intentions? Do they all want to hurt Selena and Hailey? Do they all want to put other women down to gain a benefit? No, I don't think so. But no matter what the intention, the outcome is still the same. Hailey and Selena are suffering because of this, and might even start to give in to the gossip. So now we're at the part of the video where I try to figure out what we can do to solve the problem. Let's not act like we can stop people from gossiping. That's not gonna happen. Plus, gossip itself isn't the issue because, as we have learned, it does have positive effects too. But what isn't good is making your gossip public. Keep it between 4 eyes. Or 6. You don't need to take that shit to the internet and set it on fire and then cause a snowball effect. We also need to start considering that celebs, influencers, and any person in the public eye, those people are humans just as much as we are. Okay? They have feelings, they have thoughts, they have fears. They make mistakes. What you wouldn't want to hear or read about yourself, don't write or say about others. Now, some might say, okay, if I can't say this or that about celebrities anymore, then I can't criticize them at all. And hey, I believe in freedom of speech on the internet and everywhere. I too like to share my opinions publicly, as I have done in the past before, for instance, in my Kylie Jenner video. But I do think there is a difference between criticizing somebody's actions and behaviors on a factual basis and making up rumors about their personal life without any backing of your claims, like no evidence, and simply to shame them or ruin their lives. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? What do you think about the entire drama? Do you think that I spoke the truth? Do you think it's misogyny that's to blame? Do you think it's something else? Should we stop gossiping? Or should we just keep on doing whatever because it's not that big of a deal? Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's the end of this video. I was procrastinating a lot with this video, so if I'm like super late to this conversation, I'm sorry. But as of lately, I've been really tired and busy with all kinds of things. So, but here it is, okay? I got around to doing it anyway. We will see one another soon, hopefully again in another video. And until then, I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to this channel to see this beautiful face again. And I hope you're having a great week. Okay, bye.